Hello everyone. A nuclear submarine has exploded in Putin's face. Now, what am I talking about? What happened exactly? Why is this explosion so important? But suddenly, just before he was about to address the nation, there was a series of explosions. It's called the crown jewel of the Russian Navy. No. 1. Why did the fire break out? No. 2. How did the submarine catch fire? And no. 3. What kind of damage has it suffered? Some reports say he was told, some say he was not. Either way, it was a national embarrassment for him. The fire on board the Rostov-on-Don was a serious one. It required more than 150 firefighters to douse the flames. Even then, it took them more than 4 hours to put out the fire. This incident makes Russia's military look weak and incompetent, right in front of Putin and just before the annual victory parade. There is no threat to the environment or to the civilian population. But remember, this is a nuclear submarine we're talking about. And even a small mishap involving nuclear material can have far-reaching consequences. Right now, the priority is to find out what exactly went wrong, how the fire started, and to what extent the submarine has been damaged. We do not have answers to these questions yet. Russia has ordered an inquiry. Until the inquiry is complete, we cannot say how severe the damage is. Blame the US and NATO for what he called an imminent invasion of Russian territory. Remember, Crimea was captured by Russia in 2014. Since then, Ukraine has been trying to take it back. Russia has always refused that it has captured any land from Ukraine. And today, Putin reiterated that claim. But experts say that repairing this submarine could take years, and that's a big blow to Russia. Why is it called that? Because this submarine can launch intercontinental ballistic missiles. It can fire cruise missiles. It can do all of that from under the sea. For Moscow, this is a worrying incident just before the Victory Day parade. I'll keep you updated with the latest. This is Russia's answer to the American Ohio-class submarines. This is what the Russian Defense Ministry said about the incident. They said a fire broke out on board the submarine while it was in port. It was during the maintenance period. The fire has now been extinguished. There were 109 people on board the submarine. All of them have been rescued. No casualties have been reported. Now, what were these explosions? A Russian nuclear submarine, one of their most advanced submarines, the Rostov-on-Don, had an explosion on board. It caught fire. It was located near the city of Severomorsk in northwest Russia. This is close to the Finnish border. This explosion happened at a time when Putin was holding a victory parade in Moscow. So let me tell you how this happened. Russia's President Vladimir Putin was in his palace. He was celebrating the annual May military victory parade in Moscow with thousands of troops marching in formation and tanks rolling past him. Now, this submarine, as I said, is one of the most advanced submarines in Russia's northern fleet. We understand that this was supposed to be a day of celebrations for Russia, a day to celebrate their military victories. But the timing could have been worse. Putin was at the mausoleum of the unknown soldier. He was standing next to the tomb. He was inspecting the wreath that was placed there. This is what happens every year on May 9th. But this time, instead of wreaths, there was a blast. Instead of silence, there was an explosion. Can you imagine a worse timing than this? But this incident brings us back to 3 very important questions. The timing of the incident is also very important. It's not clear if Putin was informed about the incident while he was at the parade. Earlier in the day, Putin had accused the West of planning an attack on Crimea. So, coming back to the submarine incident, we still don't know the full details, but this much is clear. What about the nuclear material on board? The Russian Defense Ministry says everything is under control. For Russia, this incident is a big embarrassment. For Putin, this is a big setback.